but he does have a lot of people that work for him, big studio. He's a great guy to work for. He really is. He's very laid back, very cool, not bossy. Just a really outright great guy. By the way, I'm Mina Sanwald. Yeah, where do I go from there? Basically, I relate to Bill really through Guard Dog. He's sort of a god in New England, where I went to school. I went to the Art Institute of Boston. Showed his films constantly in history of animation. So when I came back to New York and I saw him at New York Comic Con, I'm like, oh my God, you're Bill Plympton, hi, oh my gosh, I'm like a huge fan, like fangirled out on him. And he was like, oh, okay, that's great, this is awesome. Here's the guy who's head of the whole thing, and just keep in touch. And I did, and I got a position there, and I did a little bit. I worked on TMZ and a couple things, and yeah, it was just a real honor getting to work with you and actually showing up in this right place, right time sort of thing. So I guess that's I love the film.
And Mina's an amazing animator.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am Joel Reed. I'm a 60s and 70s filmmaker. I'm surprised that Bill doesn't remember an encounter at the Lido in Venice in '76. My heart is torn apart, It was great. We met on the boardwalk there, and the whole thing lasted for 3 weeks. I'm one of the great admirers of his work, and if they tell me I'm getting on in years, I had to walk down the stairs. I didn't know I would get dangerous duty pay. But thank you, Bill. I want to see more and more and more.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Eric Gililand. I'm a TV writer, and I know Martha Plympton, who produced and found the cast for Hair High, and I was going to have like a tiny little part in Hair High, and
In the lead.
what? No, I wound up being the lead because Matthew Perry's agent said, "No, good move to take that part." So I'm like, "Oh, I'll fucking do it."
That's true. Matthew was all high on getting in the film. He was
He's
so
a
excited.
great guy. He would want to do it. His agent said, "Yeah, don't do that."
Bill Plympton, small potatoes, don't do the Bill Plympton.
And I'm small potato, so I lucked out. I've been a fan for years, and I went over with Martha, met him on a rooftop, perhaps.
Yep.
Wine happened, and then he said, "Well, you're good to the part." I'm like, what? And so I went in for 3 hours, maybe, and did the entire movie in like 3 hours. And Ed Begley did a couple of days, he said.
No,
Okay,
he
because
just
that
did.
was called bullshit.
Yeah, he just did one hour. Everybody did 1 hour except you.
I was the lead.
That's what I'm saying.
It was really fun. I'm honored as can be to have been in the film and Hair High like crazy. This guy's amazing.
Slide down so everyone gets in the light here.
My name is Signe Baumane. I'm an independent animator. And come on.
I can't see you in the dark.
Yeah. In the film, I objected to Bill Plympton putting a dick into a date's mouth. I said that I objectified, objectifying women. But then I gave it a thought. I found it ironic that I found it sort of repulsive, because I actually made a film called 5 Fucking Fables, where a woman's head gets cut off and she lands on a guy's dick and she sucks it off. So I guess when I do it, it's okay. When Bill Plympton does it, it's not. So, but I also have to say, Bill Plympton is Bill Clinton of animation, and I didn't sleep with him, so.
My name is Lloyd Kaufman. I make movies, and whenever I need to make a new movie, I watch Bill Plympton's work, and I just use what he's already done. I put it in movies like Poultry Guys, Night of the Chicken Dead. We met in jail. I was Bill Plympton's bitch, and he spent all the cigarette money on me. And very grateful. I was known as Chino in those days. And I did sleep with Bill. But, enough of me. The New York Film Commissioner is here. Thank you. And Sangreen, the beautiful Sangreen. And Moby.
Hi, my name's Moby, and I'm a friend of Bill's. I feel like I'm at an AA meeting. And I don't know what this says about me. I've been an obsessive fan of animation since I was about 4 years old. And I don't have any musician friends, but I have a lot of friends who are animators. And I hold animators in so much more respect than I do musicians. Like, I mean, making music is barely skilled labor. Whereas animators, I mean, you guys actually do real work. So it's a pleasure to know you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Monique Stines. I briefly played Bill's receptionist in the film. I actually met Bill while working on the film. Alexia and Bill and I spent the day wandering about the city. It was a lovely, wonderful experience, and I have great respect for all the work that you do.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I'm Eric Gililand,
So I'm Alexia, and
Take some questions.
all right. So the first two people who ask questions get the tune soundtrack.
How tall are you?
5'4".
Thank you.
All right, next.
What animators influence you?
He asked me what animators influenced me. There's a lot of them. Certainly Disney, and certainly Tex Avery, Bob Clampett, Mark Newland, Terry Gilliam, Richard Williams. I could go on. Artists, a lot of great artists. Milk Call, you know. But I think basically I wouldn't be here today without Disney, because almost every animator who's working today, Miyazaki and John Lasseter, were young kids when they saw Disney, and they said, I want to make that kind of stuff. And that's what of course I don't do Disney kind of stuff now, but I'm off on my own little trail there. But certainly Disney was my biggest influence.
What if Disney wanted to make animated sex feature film?
I would be excited about that. The question was, what if Disney wanted to make a sex film?
Would you be part of it?
Yes, I would totally be part of it.
The critic with the goatee, was that in fact you?
Alexia, you want to?
Yes. Yes, I will answer that question.
I'll tell you what, there's a little clue to it. There's a clue to that, who the critic was. If you look at that tie. Did you see that tie? Did you recognize the tie?
Does everybody have the answer now? All right.
But did you shave your head or wear a bald?
No, it was a ball thing, but I tell you what, these are real comments that people have told me about my work, and I do get a lot of negative criticism about my work simply because it's very low tech. It panders to some people's baser instincts, and it's not children's animation. And also that people call me the McDonald's of animation because I churn out these shorts like 3 or 4 a year. And they say I'm just mass producing them. I don't really care about the art. I don't care about the quality of the films. So these are real comments that people have made. So
it is based on truth. This is my Nook of the North, you know.
Yeah, right.
Lex, Moby gets the question. He gets a CD.
Right, next question.
Way in the back. Way in the back. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'll yell it out. Could you talk about some of the Black and Latino animators that have influenced you, and what would you suggest for those kids in high school? Those kids in high schools who are Black and Latino and want to do this type of work.
We'll have a new book out. I forgot to bring it. It's called Make Tunes That Sell Without Selling Out. It's just came out this week on. Oh wait, Rick has one right here. Focal Press. Thank you. Yeah, let me show it. I'll sign this later. And this really is my master class that I do all over the world. And it's little tricks of the trade, how I make films for very, very little money, and how I sell the films. So I would suggest they check this book out on Focal Press.
And what about the Black and Latino animators that you would recommend I look at?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know any.
Well, Jim Lujan. You know, your pal Jim Lujan, he's Latino, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess he is. Yeah, Jim Lujan. He's very funny. He's very good. Yeah. Someone here had a question?
Oh, I was wondering at what age, at what age did you start actually with the animation, but even more importantly, at what age did the light go off and you're like, this is what I want to do?
It was very early. I think it was a Bugs Bunny cartoon that I saw, or Daffy Duck actually, and I must have been 5 or 6 years old, and I saw that film and I said, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I want to make people laugh like that. As you heard from the documentary, my dad was a very funny guy, a real comedian, and he could entertain people for hours just telling jokes and being crazy. And so I can't do that. But I noticed that in my drawings I could entertain people with my drawings, and that's when I decided to do that.
Okay, maybe one more person didn't get an intro.
Oh, me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, well, we have to talk about, you guys mentioned the critic, but I have to talk about who outed us on this. And it was Variety magazine that actually outed us on Bill being, but Bill, that was kind of a weird day, because when you showed up to your office with the bald head cap. And they thought that you had shaved your head.
Everybody freaked out.
Yeah.
When Alexia came to me with this idea of doing the documentary, I told her that I didn't want a bunch of, oh, he's a genius, he's great, he's brilliant stuff. I wanted the difficulties that I have being an independent animator, the problems I have, the criticism I get, the hard side of the profession. And I think it's important that people understand that I'm not just sit at home, do a couple doodles and make millions of dollars. It's really a tough profession. You got to work hard at it, and this is the kind of criticism I get from people, and all artists. I mean, that's the life of being an artist, as everybody knows here, is getting all this criticism, and you got to be able to deal with it, survive, and believe in yourself, and that's what the documentary is about. Hopefully, is dealing with assholes like Mr. Merton. Yes.
What did your first film cost, and did you finance the whole film?
Yeah, the first film was called Your Face, and Maureen McKellar was here earlier. I guess she had to take off, catch a train, and it was about 3 minutes long. Cost $3,000, about $1,000 a minute, and I showed it at a film festival in France, and the people loved it. And I sold it immediately for about $5,000 or $6,000. So immediately I made it a profit on the film, and that was a shock to me, because I thought, wow, you make money on short films and animation. I didn't really think that was possible. And then when I started seeing the checks come in, I realized that I could give up my illustration profession and be an animator, make money doing animation.
Oh, Alexa, I want to tell one quick story.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say, I'm not Kevin Shawn Michaels, I'm the associate producer. I just wanted to mention, Bill, I don't know if